What's up, Mecha fans, and welcome back to the channel. So the days are counting down now until we get the premiere of Mobile Suit Gundam GQuuuuuuX. That is the series as opposed to the movie, and as of me recording this video, it is the 8th of March today, so we are exactly 1 month away from the release of the series. And a couple of days ago, we got some very interesting information regarding where this thing's going to be streaming, and it's certainly not on the service you'd expect. But before we dive into the news, please do leave a like on this video and subscribe if you are a fan of Mecha anime content and want to see plenty more videos like this in the future. Also, head on down to the comments section below, let me know your excitement level as we approach the premiere of Mobile Suit Gundam GQuuuuuuX. Alright, so this news did come out a couple of days ago on March 6th, and there's a press release for it which I'm basically going to go through with you guys. It says, today, Prime Video announced the exclusive global premiere of Mobile Suit Gundam GQuuuuuuX, the latest installment in the legendary Mecha sci-fi Gundam series. The series will stream simultaneously with Japan across more than 240 countries and territories worldwide on Prime Video on Tuesday, April 8th, which we already knew that was the release date. Subtitled and dubbed versions of episodes will be available same day as premiere, with new episodes rolling out weekly. And then it goes on to basically talk about the details of what the series is about, who's involved with it, and there is a bit of a quote here which is from, I think, the director of GQuuuuuuX, or it might be, no, sorry, it's the country manager for Japan of Prime Video, and he said, "At Prime Video, we curate a diverse selection of content for our customers worldwide, with Japanese animation being one of our most popular offerings. Following our successful global streaming of acclaimed anime works like Evangelion 3.0 Thrice Upon a Time and the theatrical anime Look Back, we are thrilled to present Mobile Suit Gundam GQuuuuuuX to our Prime members in this milestone year, celebrating 46 years since the birth of the Mobile Suit Gundam franchise and the 30th anniversary of the Evangelion franchise." So this is pretty interesting, because I personally definitely was not expecting that Prime Video will be the place where GQuuuuuuX will be going to stream worldwide. I was expecting Crunchyroll, that's usually the case with Gundam stuff, but this also makes sense. It does mention, of course, that the most recent and final Evangelion film, 3.0 plus 1.0 Thrice Upon a Time, was streamed on Prime Video, like worldwide exclusive streaming rights to that film. And of course, that is made by Studio Kara, who are the people alongside Sunrise that are behind this series. And of course, a lot of the people behind this are from Kara as well, so this is more so a Kara Gundam series as opposed to a Sunrise Gundam series. But anyway, that aside, it's pretty interesting that it is going to Prime Video, but at the end of the day, I'm fine with that. There's a lot of people that are, of course, going to be mad, but there's also a lot of people that are probably happy about it as well, and there's really two sides to this argument. There is the one side where it's like, it's going to another streaming service that people that maybe don't already have it will then have to buy it. It's another streaming service to add to their catalogue of monthly outgoings. Not exactly ideal. However, there is the other perspective where it's like, it's not going to Crunchyroll, therefore Crunchyroll are having like a less of a monopoly on the anime industry, which of course that is a big concern with, I guess more so Sony now getting involved with buying a lot of anime stuff up. There is that concern. But now with Prime Video kind of putting their hat in the ring, if you will, of anime, of course, like I said, they did get Evangelion. They did recently get the Look Back film as well, which that was a pretty big get for them. And then of course now this is a mainline Gundam series that they are picking up. So Prime Video really trying to kind of get all in on acquiring anime stuff. They just kind of need to do like a good job at actually advertising it, which I think they did an alright job with Look Back. But of course, that is kind of the concern really with a lot of these streaming services. They don't do a very good job at marketing their anime series. Disney Plus are awful at it, let's face it, and Netflix aren't the greatest at it either. So they really need to go all in on advertising all of this stuff, and I really hope that they do that for this series, because, as much as I'm hyped, as much as the Gundam community is pretty hyped, I don't think it's quite as known that there is a new Gundam series coming out, as opposed to when you had like Witch from Mercury, or, even going back to like Iron-Blooded Orphans. These were far more like anticipated in terms of how much they were known by the public, but I don't think a lot of people know that GQuuuuuuX exists, which is a shame because it's looking pretty good. However, the two big things coming out of this press release that are the most exciting really are the fact that it's going to be streaming same day when it airs in Japan. It's also going to end up dropping on Prime Video. That is fantastic. We all love Simulcast. That's the way to do it really. But also, subtitled and dubbed versions of the episodes rolling out at the same time, and this is becoming a little bit more commonplace in anime now. Usually, like even just going back like a year or two ago really, you would have the anime end, and then, you know, like 6 months or like maybe 3 months down the line or something like that, you would then get the dub start premiering. But now they're kind of getting it where both of them are dropping at the same time, and that's really the way to do it, because, you know, at the end of the day, like, I personally am more of a sub watcher, but I get why people watch dubs, and you don't want to kind of alienate that audience. So putting it out at the same time, it's a great idea, and I think the fact that they're doing this is great. And like I mentioned, more than 240 countries will get this at the same time. This is not going to be a case where, like, a certain amount of people, like just maybe in the US and the UK and Australia, all these like more major countries and more major regions, they get it, and then some of the smaller ones get it like way later. No, like, this seems like every notable country and territory is getting this at the same time. You know, you want to maximize the amount of people getting this. You also want to get people on your good side, because there are going to be Gundam fans in more smaller countries and more smaller regions, so you want to reach out to those as well, because you get them in your good books. Regardless of what people think of this going to Prime Video, what they're doing with it seems pretty good. You know, at the end of the day, we know that we're getting it. We know that we're not going to be sat around waiting to hopefully get this on a streaming service where we have with some series, like recently Rendize You, which is still not streaming anywhere, which is absolutely absurd. I'm just glad that we know when we're getting this, we know where we're getting it, we know we're getting it at the same time as Japan. We're not going to be, you know, sat around looking at all these spoilers and wondering, when are we going to get to watch these episodes? No, this is coming out same time as everywhere else. This is a really good sign. For me personally, like, I already have Prime, so I'm absolutely fine with that. I'm glad that they have gone ahead and done this, and yeah, of course, now it's just a case of waiting until it does actually premiere. There we have it though, that is all the news that we have to talk about today. Like I said, it is only one thing, which is the fact that it's coming to Prime Video, but that's a pretty big thing. You know, we know we're getting it, we know when we're getting it, we know where it's going to be, all this kind of stuff. Everything is set in place for us to now just sit down and watch this series when it does premiere on April 8th. But before I get out there, please do leave a like on this video and subscribe if you are a fan of Mecha anime content and want to see plenty more videos like this in the future. Also, head on down to the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on this series going to Prime Video. Are you going to be tuning in when the series does premiere on April 8th? And are you going to be watching the subbed version or the dubbed version? Thank you once again for tuning into Mecha Chat today, and I'll see you guys next time.